Welcome to episode 89 of our Family Travel Australia series. This week we set off to explore Sturt Steps, a journey of over 1,000 kilometres from Broken Hill to Corner Country. We'll discover incredible landscapes from Charles Sturt's 1845 expedition to find an inland sea and the outback towns that now bring life and character to this remote region. We set up camp in Tibooburra in the far northwest and day trip to Cameron Corner on the borders of Queensland, South Australia and New South Wales. This drive journey sure will inspire you to venture into the outback. Be sure to subscribe and join us for all of the adventure.
Here we are in Broken Hill, known as the gateway to New South Wales outback, as we commence a return journey of over 1,000 kilometres as we adventure along what will become one of Australia's greatest drive journeys, the Sturt Steps.
Oh, we're going to explore Corner Country. This region is full of history and we are going to be following the route that Captain Charles Sturt set off in 1844 on his expedition to find what he believed was an inland sea in the centre of Australia.
Awesome. Okay, for the next 6 days, we will be bringing you what to do, where to stay, how to travel, the characters, the ever-changing landscape, and the incredible experience of this awesome journey. Okay, first stop is Packsaddle. Here we go. Yes, good afternoon. Okay, we're on the road again. Where are we headed now, Jasper?
We're going to Tibooburra.
Excellent. Very good pronunciation, mate. What's at Tibooburra? What are you looking forward to?
We're looking forward to the playground. Best playground in the outback, mate.
Yeah, there you go.
So we've been told best playground in the outback.
Okay, Packsaddle is about halfway. It's 175 kilometres north of Broken Hill, or 160 kilometres south of Tibooburra. So it's a really fantastic roadhouse to stop. You know, and you can actually stay there as well. If you wanted to do a shorter day, break up the 4-odd-hour drive, you can actually get an unpowered site there. It's $15. Powered sites are $25. If you've got a swag, it's $5. They're doing a bit of a special at the moment. If you've got an unpowered site, it's free.
What?
So yeah, so check that when you get there. They do meals all day. They do all day breakfast
as well, though, right?
Yep, they sure do, and they have super cold beer and a really good bar bench that you can perch yourself out on and watch the world or watch nothing go by.
the odd car or camper trailer go by. Great stop though. Awesome, friendly faces.
Good food.
Yeah.
And you can have a fire there too if you have got a contained fire pit. So we might be going to do an overnight on the way back. We'll see how we're going for time. But for now, it is onward to Tibooburra, and we're actually going to pass Milparinka.
Yeah. which I think is about 120 k's up the road.
Exactly.
We'll overnight, I think, in Milparinka on the way back. So we are going to go as far north as we can today, up to Tibooburra. Over the next couple of days, we're going to go even further north, and then we'll make our way back. And so we'll stop at Milparinka on the way back.
Fantastic. All right, are you ready to do it, Jasper?
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, how are you two doing down here?
Good.
Yeah?
Good is the weather in the outback. Love it. Thank you.
Sir. Oh man, it's warm already.
Yeah, top of 28 degrees. I think we're already there.
Awesome. Okay, so we got into Tibooburra late yesterday afternoon. We stopped a fair few times on the way because the scenery was just amazing. The green, holy dooly. They've had so much rain out here that the desert is green.
Quite
so
amazing to see that.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, first stop, the massive entry sign on the way in. You can't miss it. Stop and get a selfie. We did. Got the drone in. Some shots with the van. It was excellent.
Fantastic.
And then we stopped at just up the road at TJ's Roadhouse because we needed fuel, right? Okay,
so this is a good point. Fuel was $1.49.9, so let's call it $1.50. Literally last week in Melbourne, it was, I think, $1.46, $1.47.
Amazing.
Yeah, so for outback fuel price, it's very good.
Yes, just so good. So TJ's is a fuel stop. It is a Roadhouse supermarket as well, and there's also an Australia Post outlet within TJ's, and it's owned and run by Mavis and John, who also own and operate the Granite's Caravan Park, which is where we decided to stay.
Can you tell what they call Granite Caravan Park? How's this for a backdrop? Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, it's so beautiful. Great little park. All the amenities and facilities that you would expect. They also have cabins. They have a B&B residence, motel rooms as well, and then powered sites, unpowered sites, which is what we are on. This
is pretty cool though. I mean, we put the solar blanket out. We've got solar on the roof, solar blanket out as well. 7:30 a.m, 9 o'clock, 100% battery. So
amazing.
There's plenty of sunshine out here.
Yeah. Perfect. So we are going to wrap up, finish our coffee, get out and explore Tibooburra. Heaps to see and do. I think, Jasper, you wanted to do something, didn't you, today?
Yep. We're going to go to the best playground in the outback.
Woohoo! Best playground in the outback. All right, we'll definitely check that out. We might stop and have some lunch too.
All right, here we go.
Bye.
Boat. Charles Sturt's expedition in 1844 took a whale boat by wagon as far northwest to Lake Pinaroo, known as Fort Grey, looking for the inland sea. And on return from the desert to Adelaide, the boat was abandoned. And look at this, it's a full-size replica of the whale boat and it's 27 feet long. The same size as our caravan. Imagine dragging that through the outback. Holy dooly!
Okay, we've decided to stop here before we venture out too further afield at the National Parks and Wildlife Service because they have this awesome board that has the road conditions and the weather forecast. Very good.
Yeah, it's excellent actually. You can't get these maps online, so you do need to come here. They're colour-coded though, which makes it super easy. You can see if the road's open or closed or with a caution, and they also have the code that you can look up and get the information. We're going to go out to Sturt National Park as well. This is so easy. The Gorge Loop Road, we'll do that. We were going to go out to the jump ups, but that's currently closed, but we'll be able to go and see the homestead.
Excellent.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go. Jasper?
And here is your two partners, Mummy and me. Woohoo!
Good morning. Okay, we have got an awesome adventure ahead of us today. We've left nice and early. The sun's just peeking its head up over there in Tibooburra. We are on our way to Cameron Corner. Woohoo!
Yeah, bucket list item.
Yeah, I have been looking forward to this for a long time. It is the location that intersects the Queensland border, New South Wales and South Australia border, and besides that, there's not a lot out there.
No, well, who
There's
knows, right? We're about to find out. Yeah, you're right. There's a roadhouse out there. We don't have the van. We're not towing that out with us. Yeah. But there is accommodation out there. Unfortunately, it's closed at the moment, which is such a bummer.
Real bummer.
Because we had planned to go out and stay overnight. They do have camping, though. So I think if you were in a smaller rig, a rooftop camper or a camper trailer, you could easily easily set up and camp out there overnight. Not for us though, we'll go out and back.
No, I think 138 kilometres of corrugation with the van would not be a good idea. Although look, the road conditions so far for the first 20 Ks, I think it's recently been graded after the rain, so the conditions are amazing. Really.
Yeah, they are. They're really good.
We'll keep an eye on the weather because it is looking pretty overcast and cloudy out there. Apparently the forecast is that it's going to be perfect blue and fine.
Yep.
And the road is certainly open, so here we go. We'll see you in Queensland.
See you in New South Wales.
See you in South Australia.
That's this. Okay, this is super cool. We're just coming up to a grid that has what's called a wildlife deterrent alarm on it. We've never seen this before, but this program is in the Sturt National Park. It's called Wild Desert, and the precinct is set up to reintroduce locally extinct mammals, native mammals, back into the Sturt National Park. So as you cross over this grid with your car, it actually sets off an alarm, a dog alarm. So listen to this, and this way those particular animals aren't going to come back out across the grid because they think there's a predator.
Danger.
So here, we'll put the window down, listen to this. Very, very cool.
Run, little bilbies, run!
Good luck, little bilbies. Guess what?
Mommy's up!
Yes. All right, Mum's on duty.
We made it. Oh, wowzers. Okay.
It's chilly. Ooh.
That's because you're in South Australia. If you just go over there into Queensland, you'll be warmer. Look at that. That's the sun shining in Queensland just out my window. Wowzers. Here we go.
And in South Australia, it's shining in my place too.
Where are you? You're in South Australia. Was Mum in New South Wales?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually shining in...
Look at this.
South
Thank you,
Australia.
wifey. Should we wait for her, or what do you think?
Yeah.
Still a lot of driving to do, mate. You sure you wanted to come with us? Okay. Better do the right thing.
Next, it's going to be Daddy opening the gate.
Welcome to South Australia.
Woohoo!
Short-lived. It'll be short-lived though, guys. We're only here for a minute.
Why are we only here in South Australia for a minute?
Because we're going to
There we
cross into
go.
Queensland.
Here you go. Cameron Corner Store, the gateway to the far north. That's good to see they've got a Victorian bitter
I love it.
in a Queensland pub.
It's a forex.
Let's go and have a look here. The Strzelecki
it's
Trek
open.
is open.
Morning.
Murty to Innermaninka, open. Murty to Mount Hopeless, that sounds inviting, is open. Mount Hopeless to Lyndhurst is open. And Mount Hopeless to Akarula. That's a good name. 4-wheel drive only. Alright. Wowzers, eh? Alright, well, let's go find out where else we are. So we've gone from New South Wales into South Australia. We're going to do a U-turn. Look right, look left.
So now what are we doing now?
We're
We're
going to
going
go
to
over
pull
here.
up here at the Cameron Corner store.
Oh, I'm
Right now.
excited about getting back into
Welcome
Queensland.
to Queensland. Look, Jasper. This big
Where
sign
else?
says, "Welcome
Where
to
else but Queensland?
Can I'll take a photo.
No livestock permitted. No one's got a goats in the car or anything.
No,
No goats in the car.
no
Just
goats.
good.
Who's
There's a
Queensland
camping
again?
area just over there for
Dad.
$10. There you go. It says over there, "G'day and welcome to Cameron Corner." It's not the middle of nowhere. It's the centre of everywhere. There you go. Camp kitchen just over there, which is pretty cool. Ta-da! Cameron Corner. Okay, I think this is actually the survey marker that shows you exactly where the border is.
Yep. This survey monument was authorised as a state border, marking today in the presence of the Honourable Ministers. 11th of June 1969.
Wow, Jasper, look, you happy? Okay, who wants to be in South Australia?
Me.
Okay, you're there, stand there. Kate, where are you going to be?
New South Wales.
Okay, you're over here. Here you go.
And who wants to be in Australia?
Well, we all are. Dad's in Queensland. You're in the biggest one.
Queenslander! All right, shall we move interstate? Everyone follow around to the next person. Go. Okay, Jasper's in New South Wales. Queensland. South Australia. All right, I want to jump into New South Wales. You go into Queensland.
Queenslander, right there.
Queenslander.
South Australia.
Yeah, New South Wales. Let's get out of here. Come on. Yes. Oh, where are you going? Woohoo! This is interesting.
Mom!
There's more flies
Dad!
In Queensland.
in Queensland than there is in South Australia at the moment.
There's a lot of flies in.
New South Wales has got their fly management plan happening. So look at that, South Australia's now got heaps. Unbelievable.
Jasper, check this out. This is the Dingo Fence. This is the longest fence in the world, and it stretches over 5,400 kilometres all the way from Queensland down to the Great Australian Bight. We just read about this in the car, and it's very interesting. So this was originally erected in the 1880s to keep the rabbits under control, and then in the early 1900s it became what it is now, which is the dog fence or the Dingo Fence, to protect the sheep farming in the southeast and the south of the country. And from what we read, it has absolutely done its job in reducing the number of dingoes and predators on that side of the fence. But interestingly, in recent times, it is causing some controversy because of the impacts that it is having on the environment and the ecosystems by removing the predators. And then, of course, other animals like kangaroos are in abundance and having an impact on the environment. So really interesting reading about it, but seriously amazing how far this fence stretches. And gosh, think about the maintenance, the upkeep to look after this. And apparently it's also being extended this year as well on both ends. So just fascinating. Got some new friends.
Just a few flies at Cameron Corner. It's a good idea not to open your mouth, because this is how they believe that Australians ended up with the twang. This is a true story. Because if you just close your mouth and you speak like this, g'day mate, that way the flies don't get in. And that's how it comes, because we speak with a twang, mate. True story.
True story. Yeah, a few friends that you picked up at Campground Corner right there.
Oh my gosh. But are you going to make a wish?
Make a wish.
I'm gonna wish for.
Don't tell us. You can't tell anyone. Yes.
Good job.
There you go, all flying duckters.
Good job.
Good boy.
There wasn't a bucket in there.
No.
What is the bucket for?
This is where you can get a taxi from, just here.
Taxi break.
Taxi ride, I think you'd ever go.
Taxi
Shall we
break.
head into the shop?
Sure. Yeah.
Alright, we'll see you in a second. Oh, Justin.
See you, Mama.
See you, Mama.
Mama Baloney.
Yeah. G'day, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Very good.
Oh, it's good. You can spot it straight away. Jasper, look up. That's lots of nights of sleeping in your own bed up there on the roof, mate.
Yes. All right, what do we want to write?
Where I know lots of love the Feelgood family.
Awesome. That's
Happy
a great
with that?
thing to write.
Yep.
Yeah, that's actually
And maybe
really good.
put 2021 on it.
2021.
Yeah.
Okay, here we
People
go.
know what year we came and visited.
Can you hold that for me, Katie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't tell me, Rosie.
Lots of love. And a little Australia up there. How's that? Pretty good?
Perfect. And then on the back.
And what do you want to write on the back?
Traveling Australia 2021.
Travelling Australia.
We love Australia.
2021. All right, where are we going to put it? Jasper, look, I found another Gold Coast local. This is really cool. These people were here on New Year's Eve. And the cool thing about celebrating New Year's Eve here is because you celebrate in 3 different time zones. So if New Year's Eve is your thing,
This is the place to be.
This is the place for you. Yes. All right, shall we put one up? Here we go. We'll put it up next to the other Gold Coasters. Here you go. Hold that for us, Katie. Here we go. The Feelgood family. A little bit more. And then we just give it a good old twisteroo, which is just a word for twisting. How's that? Everyone happy with that?
Yeah.
Look at that. Cameron Corner. Woohoo!
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
We made it. We made it. I like it. There's one down there that said, "Yes, we made it in one piece."
Hello. There are so many flies. Okay, so drove out here, full 40 psi on the tyres. I think the fronts have 42 in them. I've dropped the fronts down to 30 psi, and we're going to drop the backs down to 28 on the way back. That is actually on a recommendation of the lovely Karen, the local inside, who said, yeah, definitely drop them down that far. We wanted to see how it went on the way out. It was fine, but I think this is going to make it even more comfortable. And the roads were pretty good. All right, here we go. Got my special tool.
How does Daddy know what number we're going to drop them down to?
So that little tool that he's got tells him.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon. Okay, the journey back to Tibooburra has commenced. That was a really awesome experience, actually, to get out to Cameron Corner.
Very unique.
It is. I think once you're out there, you really do realise how remote and isolated it would be if you were working out there.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I don't know if I could do it. We met Karen, who's the publican. She is doing it all by herself at the moment, hence why the accommodation is closed, because you can't run the bar and the kitchen and do everything. So that actually brings me, there is a position vacant.
Yes, looking for staff.
Yes, if you've got a teenager that you want to send out northwest, then this could be the job for them.
Well, true. I mean, it's certainly a way to unplug. There's no internet, there's no phone service out there, so it is all about, you know, working and meeting the travellers that pass on by.
Take a certain type of person, I'm sure. Okay, the other really cool things that you can do there, obviously it's the survey marker, again for the states of Queensland, South Australia and New South Wales. So we had some fun running around there and putting ourselves in literally a state of confusion. We then headed inside, we ordered some food, a couple of drinks. Jasper got some of the souvenirs, which is cool for the van, a sticker and a fridge magnet. Of course, you have to get that. And we also signed these little wooden plaques and put them up in the roof, which is quite a cool idea. And it's by donation, so the money goes to the Royal Flying Doctor Service, which is awesome.
Yeah, I really loved that. There was a little wishing well out the front that Jasper dropped some coins in, again raising money for the Royal Flying Doctors, and the notes on the roof, on the ceiling of the pub, which we're still not sure how you get them up there. Karen said there was a trick and a certain way to do it, but they raise all of this money for the Royal Flying Doctors. And I tell you what, after being out to Broken Hill a couple of months ago and doing that experience out there at the Royal Flying Doctors and learning about this incredible service that they do, and then coming out somewhere like Cameron Corner, it really gives you, again, just a next level appreciation of this service that is free to all Australians. It's amazing.
And again, back to Charles Sturt and that incredible expedition. And
wow.
Okay, so onto that, the actual sculptures that have gone in now as part of the new Sturt Steps drive journey are very impressive. All the endangered species, the western quoll, the bilby, the bandicoot, by an artist called Ivan Lovett, and we've seen some of his work at the Sculpture Festival on the Gold Coast, and we do love it. It is excellent.
They are amazing, and supporting the Wild Deserts program out here, where they are, you know, releasing these species back into Sturt National Parks.
Very cool.
Just awesome, awesome stuff. The highlight too, stopping in at Fort Grey Lake Pinaroo, that has water in it and hasn't had water in it for years and years and years. So to be able to go for quite a short little walk through the bush and see the lake full.
She's beautiful!
Isn't it awesome? Very cool. We actually ran into another traveller that said he'd been here almost 11 years ago and it was empty. So amazing sight. There's the Fort Grey ruins that you can check out as well, and it is a national park campsite, so you can actually camp there as well. Yeah,
the camping spot looked fantastic.
We're about to pass this guy who's all over the shop. That's all right. I think he thought he was hadn't seen a car for a while, so he was in the middle of the road.
Well, it is a rarity. I think we saw 3 vehicles and a motorbike on the way out, and he's our second vehicle on the way back in. So. Yeah,
so it is not very busy out here on the road. Anyway, it is interesting. The drive is certainly better with the pressure released in the tyres. So yeah, good tip there. 28 psi around the tyres. We've got 30 in the front actually, so it's dropped them by about 10 psi, and it is working beautifully. All right, Tibooburra. Oh, another vehicle. How's this? Hour. Rush hour. Look out.
Bull dust.
Woo.
Good job.
Another one. Oh, another one. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
How much character there be in this episode, people?
I'm still standing better than I ever did.
Sing it up, Jasper.
Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid.
What a ways to run in the line, impossible comes true. It's taking over you. Whoa, this is the greatest show. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Hey,
jingle bells, jingle all the way.
It's everything you ever need. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sun can't stop us now. Watching it go true. It's taking over you. This is the greatest show.
Slowly going up. How's that going, Jasper?
Good.
Yeah? He's doing a good job, isn't he? Thanks for watching. Please do like, subscribe and share our channel. And if you'd like more information on full-time RV travel and living, visit our website, thefeelgoodfamily.com.au. There you'll find loads of free resources, our weekly podcast, caravan cooking recipes, our monthly Go RV magazine articles, and much more. We look forward to seeing you next week. Take care of yourself and your family, and happy trails.
Oh, that's so wrong.
Are you taking a photo?
No, I'm recording.
Oh, we're video, we can move. Cheers, Jasper, cheers, John. Good to see you.
Fancy being in Cameron.
Good job, mate.
What colour would you call that, Jasper?
Pinkish.
Pinky, yeah, good choice.
I've wanted to go out and see this for a long time now. It's, I think it's just the idea that it's out so far out back. What is that? Is that a lake? Oh gosh, we must be close.
Just wait for that pop, guys. Okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready?
Ready?
Here it goes again. GoPro. Ready? And
It's called an Outback roller coaster, people. I don't think there's any. Just turn around and let me check.
How fortunate it is to find a place like this where there's just hardly any flies. I mean, it's amazing, isn't it? I'm in.
Okay.
in 5, 4, action.
Welcome to episode 89 of our Family Travel Australia series. This